Queensland and Northern Territory. It's Sunday, the 21st of June, and this is your weather forecast for the week ahead. Currently, we are looking at the rainfall potential for this week, and we can see it's pretty dry across the two states. A little bit of rain in the southeast here and potentially up in the Cairns region as well. This southeast rainfall will be finishing after Monday. So this is Sunday and this is Monday. There's just remnants of a low pressure system off the coast and some onshore winds bringing in a little bit of moisture, but nothing crazy. The Cairns rainfall is just sort of consistent build up across the week, but we'll have a look into that in particular. What I want to show you though, for every other day, both states, super dry. So that's what we can expect. We can expect dry and also calm. The week is dominated by highs. There's not a lot of wind occurring. So what can we expect with calm conditions? In winter, it's really cold overnight minimum temperatures. So let's have a look at those maps. This is the Wednesday morning minimum temperatures, which are our coldest day that we're looking at in the southeast, where we're getting 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. With that is bringing both frost and or fog risk to those regions. Only in small pockets, but definitely something to be aware of, that there is a potential for frost as this week progresses. Let's actually delve into some of these forecasts, because what I'm curious about this week and I think is worth discussing is the certainty ranges that we have in these outlooks. So let's look at Roma, Queensland, which is in the southeast region. It could be getting that rainfall on the Sunday and Monday. We can see really low totals. But what I want to show you is Wednesday. Wednesday for Roma has the frost risk in the morning. But let's look at the pro version on Wednesday morning, and I want to show you this spread in the minimum temperatures. So we've got the Australian model showing 1 degree, the US model showing 8 degrees, and then our AI model sort of agreeing with that 1 degree Celsius. So that spread could be because of localized conditions that are better captured in the Australian model, or because of our network of on-farm observations. That might be where we're able to pick up on those low overnight temperatures in our Jane's Weather AI model. But it's just to show there is that spread and uncertainty around it. And why I bring that up is because there is a chance of frost, but it could be really hit or miss depending on what we reach on those overnight minimums. The other reason of uncertainty this week also lies in this Cairns rainfall. Looking at Saturday, which is a week ahead, and we do expect a decent amount of uncertainty when we're that far out, but we're seeing anywhere between 0 and 19 millimeters of rainfall. That's a big jump. And almost all 19 millimeters on that Saturday are produced by the Canadian model. So again, it's just showing these different models are picking up potentially on different atmospheric variables. I did see on Thursday there's a low pressure trough developing up in that sort of northern Queensland region. So maybe the Canadian models are showing it develop in a certain way than others. But yeah, I just wanted to show that there's that range of uncertainty here, especially with that rainfall in Cairns. On almost all days, it's between 0 and then some amount of mils. So just something to be aware of. There's also a fog risk all the way up in Cairns on Sunday, maybe Friday. Yeah, so let's see if that develops into something. As I said, there's quite a bit of moisture in that atmosphere, and we are reaching, especially for that region, quite low overnight temperatures with calm conditions. So we'll see if that develops. And finally, just talking about Northern Territory, obviously it's in the dry season, so we don't expect much. But something that's changed in the models is that a few weeks ago, we were seeing the Madden-Julian oscillation staying in the drier phases at least until the start of July, whereas the new models are showing that towards the end of June, we're heading into some wetter phases. So dry this week, but maybe there's some rainfall on the horizon next week. If you're interested in any of our climate modes of variability forecasts, such as ENSO, or discussing the rainfall outlooks moving into July, we chat about that in the national weather forecast for this week. So you can go check that video out as well. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.